please tell me who you are, where you're from, and maybe why are you here at NOAA?
Thank you so much for the invitation. My name is Ralph Schuler. I'm the CEO of Swiss Partners Wealth Services. What we mainly do, we help clients to move to Switzerland. We also support families once they are living here in order to make the real and the good decisions how to invest their money. Why am I here? Obviously, you know, there are a lot of startups in the Swiss industry. We support them, and I see a lot of people here. I meet a lot of people, and actually Marco, who is in charge with NOAA, is a long-standing friend. And many years ago we got together, and I saw the whole growth of NOAA. So I'm going to more or less every NOAA convention since he has started. So that's the reason why I'm here.
Right.
And I'm very delighted that it's the first time here in Switzerland. So I think it was about time that we do it here in order to also have the possibility to have this great network here.
So I mean, you're Swiss. You're in the area of relocation, but also investment, and obviously you are, like every other citizen, becoming increasingly aware that we need to change a few things in our world to have a chance of a stable future, certainly for our children. So do you see that you can influence people, say, moving to Switzerland, or can you influence people's investment decisions to think a bit more about sustainability?
It's actually quite interesting to see that in the past, people were moving here mainly focusing on, let's say, the stable environment, also the tax-related issues, also the investment-related issues. And in the past, I actually met more and more younger families. They wanted to relocate because they were not feeling happy anymore in the big cities. They want to go back to the real life,
nature.
To nature. And obviously, a lot of them were lucky in the past, so they made some exits already. So they move here, and even the kids, they want to go back to public school. So it's like also this item is very important now. And I try to help them beside of finding the right home, finding the right school, trying to involve them in my network to help also in the future to invest their money into companies I believe they have a good impact on Switzerland or even you know, to the whole world. Right. So I try to help them and connect them. So that's what we do. And within Swiss Partners, we obviously live on fees. But what we more often do as well with startup companies, which we decide we want to get involved, we also invest money and try to help them to grow. So that's, I think that has changed also with my team, more younger people within the office. We try to improve stuff. So I think that's our goal for the future. And we need to change something, obviously. I have two boys as well. So they also talk to me and say, Daddy, why are we doing this? Why are we washing our cars with drinkable water and stuff? So they also ask me a lot of questions.
Yeah, good point. Last question. So we've been asking everybody this. When we were in Glasgow, we were broadcasting from Glasgow every day for 5 hours, and also helping out the Nordic Council of Ministers with their broadcast from Glasgow at the climate conference. And just before that conference, the International Monetary Fund brought out this eye-watering assessment on the trillions of dollars being spent every year on funding fossil fuel subsidies for the fossil fuel industry. It's $11 million a minute. And we had a count up, in a sense, from the beginning of the COP in Glasgow, the conference, to the end, on how much money governments actually spent on fossil fuel subsidies. And of course, you know, we need to finance a transition to hopefully a better world. Finance is very important for that, new technologies and things like that. But also if you're subsidizing fossil fuels, it's not really a very level playing field with some of the other solutions that are trying to burst through to create a better world. We've been counting up from the Glasgow conference, which was only 3 weeks ago. And since Glasgow, the government has spent 581 billion
Wow.
dollars on subsidizing coal and oil and gas, right? So, I mean,
Crazy,
we'll just
yeah.
simply say if you get rid of that, then you level the playing field, because it's not a startup, is it? The oil industry, it's been
No.
around for a bit of a while.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that that's something that citizens, investors, everyone can say, this is maybe a perverse incentive for the wrong kind of future?
I would say so, because I mean, we heard today our federal counsel. She's also focusing
Yeah.
on other potential energy providers. So I think, you know, our generation, I'm not the young generation anymore, but our generation is ready to do those changes. And I think we have to make people more aware, and I'm more than happy to be part of this new movement. So I think it's time. People are aware, but I think as Marco said today, we should have talked about it earlier, but at least we do it now.
Exactly.
And now we shouldn't let it go. We really should be full on.
Yes, very much so. Well, look, thank you very much indeed, Ralph, for being with us on We Don't Have Time TV. I hope you enjoy yourself here at the conference. I hope it's useful as well for you.
I hope you enjoy Switzerland a bit.
We won't get to see much of it, but I saw a bit from the train coming here from Germany. So again, lovely to be back in this beautiful country.
Super. Thank you so much. All the best. Thanks.
Okay.